Hello and welcome to another tutorial for 3D Studio Max. Now, as the title of the video suggests, we will be covering up targeted cameras to be made easy. Now, in this tutorial, I won't be covering up how to like set up your cameras into your properties and all. It's simply that most people get annoyed from the cameras. So if you come here to the Create panel and Cameras and choose a target camera, you can also take a free one and a target one or a physical one. Physical one is basically, it's more like a realistic camera. Targeted one comes with the target. Now, you guys won't have a stereo camera, it's a plug-in, so I will take a targeted camera, and obviously you can see we have this camera setting here now. So yeah, we have selected the targeted camera. I won't be covering up all these properties. You can just look them up in the documentation yourself or so. So over here, basically when you create it, you need to like assign it to a view. So the best thing is that you choose the top viewport. So over here in the top viewport, I will click it. When you first click, you're actually like setting up your camera, and then like don't let go of that click, and then you drag. You're setting up the target. Now this is pretty easy, right? Obviously you would be like, everybody knows that. Now the main issue arises is to reposition that camera. Once I'm done creating the camera, I can just hit right click to exit that creation mode. Okay, so our camera is created. The problem that arises with the targeted camera is that when people mostly they select the target and they try to like position it around, uh, that starts to like cause problems for people because they're moving just that. Or if they try to like grab the camera to like reposition it, the camera kind of starts messing up, like moving up and down, causing chaos. Um, Hold on a second. Let me just change the view to one of the cameras over here. Camera and okay. Nothing's in our scene, so I will just set up a teapot here. And again, in the top viewport, I will just drag out this teapot. Um, okay. And all right, so here's the teapot. I will come here in this view and exit that mode. And let me just switch to realistic. Hold on a second. Okay, I will turn off ice faces. So this is what our camera is seeing right now. So instead of like most people, they actually grab the camera, then it's target. But the most simplest solution, you actually have to click on this line to select both of them. Most people make this mistake. They don't know that you can actually select this line. So if you click this line, and come into like any of the viewports, either even the perspective one. This is like really simple. And my gizmo is gigantic, so if in case your gizmo is small, you can simply choose like on your number keys, you can choose the plus and minus right next to your zero key, right before the backspace. It's used for scaling them. Anyways, that's not what we are here for. Simply select that line, and then you can like move the target and the camera, both of them together in a similar way. Now, I have repositioned its height, and I can either change the properties right here, such as like the field of view or other stuff like that. But let's say you wish to leave everything at the default. So I can just come over here to the top viewport and then like reposition it by moving this back and so on. Now this was how to like select the camera. Similarly, you can do two type of things. Let's say you wish to like change the target. So I will come here and deselect the teapot. Our target is still selected. If you just select the target, you can actually like move the target around if you wish to like keep the camera where it is and change it to like a different object. Like if I come here and make a sphere right next to it, right over here, there's the sphere. So I have created a sphere. If you just wish to keep the camera where it is and just change the target, then I would recommend that you move the target only, leaving the camera where it's supposed to be, like if you have multiple shots. So you see that I'm actually just changing the camera where it is. Now obviously our sphere is a bit down, so I will choose the sphere, and yeah, base to pivot. Okay, yeah, now it's right there on the grid. Okay, again I will select the what was it called? Yeah, the target. Okay, now you can see that I'm changing the target. Obviously the sphere is a bit big, but you get the idea. Like that's how we can change it from the target. And let's say that you wish to create a 360 preview or something. You can always like move the camera around that target. Like our target is set at the teapot. I'm just like moving it around. You see that? You can like get really different shots. I'm just orbiting that around. And if you wish to like create a 360 preview, You can always do this. I will delete the sphere. We don't need that. Actually, let me do one thing. I will choose the camera by selecting the spline. Then this will select both the target and the camera. I'm just moving that aside. Let me select the teapot and I will just hit right click here on these spinners at the bottom. So it's like right and at the center of the scene. Okay, that's a good thing. Next, I will just take our target and I will actually center the target right on the teapot itself. Okay, now there's a little problem. If you look at it from the front viewport, you will see that I have set the target at like 0, 0, 0, while this camera is high. So we need to like set the the Z, yeah, the height at the bottom level as well, just like that. Now it's aligned. It does not have that slope curve anymore that was there a moment ago. Now I can just simply choose that and reposition the camera from where we would like to start. You can also use snaps and stuff. Okay, so I have set this. Now I can just simply select the line. Okay, and I can actually move the camera a bit closer if I wish to. Okay, this will be fine. Uh, Actually, let's do another thing first. Let's come here, choose splines, and let's take out a circle. And I will actually enable snaps, and I can actually choose right it, or leave the snaps, just drag it anywhere, depending on the radius that you need it for orbiting around it. Okay, that's fine. It's created now, and I will actually reset this in right in the center of the scene. Okay, it's right there. We will basically make the camera follow this. Now, obviously, it will be right here. So I will take the camera and come here to the animation panel and animation and constraints. I will choose path constraint and I will pick up this path. Okay, now it's constrained. So if I play the animation now, you can see that it's kind of like doing a 360 spin around there, right there like that. Now we have obviously constrained it, so it's constrained to that. So we can simply select our spline and come over here. It's already constrained to it, so we can just like reposition that by moving that up. And yeah, I know it's causing a little bit of a problem for us by allowing you to select that target with it. You can always like select the, what the hell was it called? Yeah, the target or these or that line, but I will just select that along with the spline and let's just move them up together. So it's kind of like right there within our viewport. Hold on, let me come here and change the property of the radius, and I can just like distance it like that. So it's kind of like non-linear and a kind of a non-destructive workflow. Let me just Control Z that. I accidentally moved it a little. I will press play, and you can see we have created like this circular radial kind of thing, and you can always like animate it by coming over here in the render sequence and selecting the active time length. If you have an animation or you have like after setting up the lighting and everything else, if you wish for a product visualization or anything. So this is the most common problem people get with targeted cameras. So again, just practice it like this and then just go to the documentations, and there's like no shortcut for that. Just head to the documentation and see what things are for what. Learn about the stock lenses and other things. And I would once you're comfortable with a targeted camera, I would recommend using a physical camera for most of the high quality standard rendering or stuff. You can also use the Arnold cameras like the spherical, cylindrical, or the, which one is that? Sorry, yeah, the fisheye lens and the VR cameras. These are actually special cameras you need, but I would recommend like mostly using the physical one. So once you're comfortable with the targeted camera, like practice, make some renders like this, set up some materials and lighting and all that stuff. Hope you liked the tutorial. If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment below.